The boy who stole the top spot. Chapter 1. The new student. Ji-Yun Lee was one of the most popular girls at Hansung High School. She was beautiful, lively, kind-hearted, and came from a wealthy family. Unlike many rich students, she never looked down on others. She loved buying gifts for her friends, treating them to expensive restaurants, and helping anyone in need. Because of her cheerful personality, she was loved by almost everyone. On a normal Monday morning, students sat quietly in class, copying notes from the board while their teacher explained the lesson. Suddenly, the teacher cleared her throat. "Class, may I have your attention?" The students immediately stopped writing and looked up. "We have a new student joining our class today." The classroom instantly erupted into whispers. "A new student? I heard he's handsome. My friend from class 2 said he's really cool. They say he's amazing at sports too." The girls became especially excited. Ji-Yun watched them with a puzzled expression. "Why are they acting like celebrities are visiting?" she muttered under her breath. The classroom door opened. A tall boy walked inside. He had neat black hair, sharp features, and calm eyes. His expression remained cold and composed as he stood before the class. The girls immediately gasped. "Oh my gosh, he's even more handsome than I heard." The teacher smiled. "Please introduce yourself." The boy nodded. "My name is Min-Soo Kim. Nice to meet you." His voice was calm and confident. The girls nearly melted on the spot. Ji-Yun simply blinked. "That's it? Why is everyone acting like he descended from heaven?" she thought. The teacher pointed toward an empty seat near the window. "You can sit there." Min-Soo quietly took his seat. The lesson resumed, but many girls couldn't focus anymore. Instead of taking notes, they secretly stared at the new student. Ji-Yun rolled her eyes and continued writing. Ridiculous. Chapter 2. The Rising Star. During break time, the girls immediately surrounded Min-Soo's desk. "What school did you transfer from? Do you have a girlfriend? What's your favorite food? Do you play sports?" Questions flew from every direction. Min-Soo answered politely but briefly. Meanwhile, Ji-Yun sat with her friends, watching from afar. "He already has a fan club," one of her friends laughed. Ji-Yun shook her head. "I don't understand the obsession." As the weeks passed, Min-Soo continued attracting attention. During a basketball match between classes, he scored the winning basket. The entire gymnasium exploded with cheers. "Min-Soo, you're amazing." Girls screamed his name as if he were a professional athlete. Ji-Yun watched from the sidelines. "He plays well," she admitted. But she wasn't impressed enough to join the cheering crowd. Then came the midterm examinations. When the results were announced, the classroom was stunned. Min-Soo had ranked first. Not only in the class. Not only in the grade. But in the entire school. The room exploded with shock. "Seriously? He's good at sports and academics? That's unfair." Ji-Yun stared at the score sheet. Her eyes widened. For years, she had been the top student in class. Now she was second. For the first time, she clenched her fists. Aish. She was annoyed. Very annoyed. A small grudge began forming in her heart. Still, she couldn't deny something. She admired his intelligence. His academic scores were incredible. The more she learned about him, the more curious she became. Chapter 3. An Unexpected Rescue. One afternoon, the school held another basketball event. Students gathered around the court to watch. Ji-Yun stood near the sidelines talking with her friends. Suddenly, "Look out." A basketball flew toward her at incredible speed. Everything happened in seconds. The ball was about to hit her face. Ji-Yun froze. Then a figure appeared. Slap. A hand caught the basketball before it could reach her. The crowd gasped. Min-Soo stood before her holding the ball. His expression remained calm. "Are you all right?" Ji-Yun blinked repeatedly. "Why yes." For a brief moment, her heart raced. Not because she liked him. At least that's what she told herself. He simply nodded and returned to the game. Chapter 4. Their first meal together. After the event ended, Ji-Yun gathered her courage and approached him. "Min-Soo." He looked up. "Thank you for earlier." "You don't need to thank me." "No, I do. You saved me from getting hit." Min-Soo thought for a moment. Then a small smile appeared. "If you really want to thank me." Ji-Yun tilted her head. "Then treat me to a meal." She laughed. "That's your reward? Seems fair. All right, deal." The day of their meeting arrived. Before leaving, Ji-Yun stood in front of the mirror while her mother applied light makeup. Her mother raised an eyebrow. "You look unusually nervous." "I'm not nervous." "Really? Really?" Her mother smirked. "You're meeting a boy, aren't you?" Ji-Yun nearly choked. "No. It's not a date, if you say so." When Ji-Yun arrived at the restaurant, Min-Soo was already waiting. For a moment, he simply stared. Ji-yeon became self-conscious. What? Min-soo smiled. You look beautiful. Her face instantly turned red. And that dress suits you. For some reason, hearing those words made her heart skip a beat. She quickly looked away. Thank you. The meal was enjoyable. They laughed, talked about school, discussed their goals and dreams. For the first time, Ji-yeon realized there was more to Min-soo than his cold appearance. He was actually kind, thoughtful, and surprisingly funny. By the end of the evening, Min-soo pulled out his phone. Can we exchange contact information? Ji-yeon smiled. Sure. Chapter 5. Growing closer. After that day, they became much closer. Min-soo often bought snacks for her. When she forgot homework, he secretly helped her finish it. Whenever school ended late, he insisted on walking her home. It's dangerous these days, he always said. At first, Ji-yeon thought he was simply being kind. But eventually even her friends noticed. Min-soo definitely likes you. What? He treats you differently. Ji-yeon laughed it off. Yet deep inside, she wondered. Could it be true? Chapter 6. The Warning. There was one person who hated seeing them together. Seo Yeon-ah, the most popular girl in school. Beautiful, confident, admired by countless students. For months, she had secretly liked Min-soo. But his cold attitude made approaching him difficult. Then suddenly Ji-yeon appeared. And somehow managed to become close to him. One afternoon, Yeon-ah cornered Ji-yeon near the stairwell. Her expression was cold. Stay away from Min-soo. Ji-yeon frowned. What? You heard me. Ji-yeon crossed her arms. No. Yeon-ah looked shocked. No? Ji-yeon nodded. You had plenty of chances to talk to him. Yeon-ah's expression darkened. But you didn't. Ji-yeon continued. Your lack of courage isn't my fault. The words hit like a slap. Yeon-ah's face flushed with humiliation. You'll regret this. She turned and stormed away. As she left, Ji-yeon could hear her muttering curses under her breath. Chapter 7. Confession without a confession. That evening, Ji-yeon told Min-soo everything. His expression darkened slightly. Then he sighed. You don't need to worry about her. Ji-yeon looked at him. Why? Min-soo met her eyes. For once, his voice was gentle. Because she's not the person I like. Ji-yeon's heart skipped a beat. What? Min-soo smiled softly. The only person I like is you. Time seemed to stop. The world around them disappeared. Ji-yeon could hear only the sound of her racing heartbeat. And for the first time, she realized her feelings for Min-soo might be much deeper than simple admiration.